So walking through forest here in the Chapada Diamantina, which is this range of ridges in Bahia, in sort of north central Brazil. And it rained a lot the last few days, so the path is quite slippery. I'm walking towards the waterfall. You might be able to hear it in the background. And just going to go and see what we can see. You might find some fishes here, might not, but just have to go and check it out. The climb up is always harder than the going down. Here we're in the shade of the trees, but even so it's quite warm and slippery, but a very good workout for the legs. Maybe now you can hear the waterfall. The river's down there. Just going along the trail here. It's quite a good trail actually. It's not too difficult to navigate. Climbing further and further down into the valley. Let's see what we can see. So in this tiny puddle we found tadpoles and also a tiny fish, and then Juliana has found something in this puddle.
Aqui, ó. Isso. Viu?
Não.
Aqui, ó. Aqui, olha aqui, ó. Ó.
Ah, sim.
Viu?
Pode ser killifish.
É, parece killifish.
Okay, so it's the waterfall. We're going to try and climb up to the top of it. It's pretty humid here, but it's good for losing weight because you sweat a lot. And we have a fairly steep climb going up the ridge. See if we can get to the very top there. We were hoping to find some Parotocinclus in the pool down here, but the visibility is really low because it's such black water. It's so rich in tannins. And there's some monkeys there. So we're going to go up above the waterfall and see what we see there. Be careful not to slip on these damp blocks. Got my camera in the other hand, so when you reach out for support, you have to look at what you're grabbing onto. You could have thorns or sharp leaves or something that will bite you on it. You have to be careful. Now it's getting quite steep. These are the kind of thorns I'm talking about. Cuidado aí, Ju, que tem muita espinha. So the path up this part is actually better. We've climbed higher up, and so you can see the track is much better, clearer. There's less plants, fewer plants rather. But it depends. You go through like dips. Suddenly you'll go down to like a sort of wallow. Call it wallow? A hollow. I want to say wadi. Wadi is a desert term. I think a jungle wadi should be called a wallow. Sounds like a good idea. And where it's more humid and there are far more roots and there's more plants and logs in the way. And then you climb up again and suddenly the path gets clearer. So I think we're about halfway up. We're burning off the calories from breakfast. And proudly wearing my Aquabays t-shirt from the wonderful aquascaping shop in Sao Paulo. They gave this to me in 2015. It's already been to a number of places around the world with me. And now it's getting riddled with sweat stones that will never come out as I climb up this ridge. So yeah, you see the trail is a bit easier here. You've got some natural steps, like these roots and rocks. We're lucky it stopped raining because otherwise this would not be fun at all. Yeah, you can see the vegetation's changing. It's becoming more dry scrub. This is this razor grass, which I hate. I've cut myself a number of times on it. It's really sharp. And so it's often when you reach out, as you're slipping, you reach out to grab something, secure it yourself. You grab a blade of that grass, will just open up your hand straight away. Very effective deterrent against being eaten. So Juliana was telling me that this whole region, you can see the ridges and sort of hills up there. This was actually all under sea at one point. And she was explaining that if you look at the rocks down by the waterfall, you can see evidence of corals, fossilized corals. And you can also see evidence in the way that the rock formations are shaped all in one direction, which is from the movement of waves, which I think is pretty amazing. Do you think that now we're about... Agora somos 500 e poucos metros, né?
Deixa eu conferir.
We're about 500 meters up, I think. And this is once the seabed. Now we're coming down into a bit of a valley and above the waterfall. Oh, actually we're 700 meters. Okay. See the forest has opened up. So we climbed to the top of the waterfall and it's beautiful. With no fish that we can see. We're hoping to find some like parallel to sinkless catfish or something. Can't find them. One, the water is the colour of Coca-Cola. Two, I don't know, a little risky getting in at this bit. You saw the waterfall that was down there. This is right at the top of it. The weather's clearing up, which is nice. And there's all sorts of bromeliads, ferns, mosses, lichens. Juliana just encountered 2 snakes, including a coral snake, which was not a great moment for her. The path itself becomes a bit of a stream, runoff, rainwater, and it gets very slippery, very muddy. So Juliana stopped to wash her face in this little stream in the forest. And we found, I think, like scleromyrax, something, you know, look at elongated corridors. Trying to film and photograph them. I'm just going to put the GoPro in the water and see if they turn up. Eu vou pegar o GoPro.
Ó, tá, nós vamos ficar aqui.
Tá aqui. Tá aqui.
Olha lá, lindo, maravilhoso.
So we managed to catch one in a piece of fabric. Look at that.
Meu Deus.
Vamos tirar foto.
Vamos tirar.
Look at that beautiful animal. The stripes.
Nossa, a cor dele deve ser bem vívida. É.
Okay, so now the path leveled out and we are coming back towards civilization where we left the car. Now it's hot. The weather has cleared up quite a bit. The sun is beating down and we need something cold to drink and cold to eat. Uma cerveja gelada, sorvete seria bom agora, né?
Nossa, nem fala.
A cold beer and an ice cream. That's what we need. Let's see if we can find it.